Hello, I'd like to show you how to play the game Algebra Tic-Tac-Times. It's kind of like a game of tic-tac-toe, but we're going to use multiplication and factoring of polynomials to play. The object of the game is to get 4 tiles in a row. So each player is going to have some tile pieces that they can move around. First thing you're going to do is decide which player is going to go first. That can be an arbitrary selection, just amongst yourselves, decide who's going to go first. Once you've made the determination who's going to go first, player 1 is going to take one of their pieces and select any one of the factor locations on the bottom. Let's say player 1 wants right here. And player 1's also going to select one of player 2's pieces and place it anywhere on the factor board as well. It could go on the same spot if we chose to go on the same spot. Let's say player 1 wants these two factors. What's now going to happen is that player 1, whose turn it is going to multiply those two factors together and then find the solution to that product somewhere up here on the game board. So they're going to multiply x times x minus 1 and find the answer is x squared minus x right here in the top corner and place their piece. That ends the first turn for player 1. Now player 2, whose turn it is going to pick up their piece on the factor board only, and they're going to get to move their piece anywhere that they want. They must leave player 1's piece at the x minus 1 spot. So let's say that player 2 wants to put their piece on the same spot, x minus 1. So player 2 is now going to multiply x minus 1 times another x minus 1, and they're going to FOIL that out. And then once they do that, they're going to locate the solution in the factor board above. So that's going to be right here, x squared minus 2x plus 1, and they're going to drop their piece. Well, now it's player 1's turn. Player 1 is going to come down to the factor board. They're going to pick up their piece, and they're going to move it to any of the other factors that they want. So let's say player 1 wants to move their piece to x plus 2. Now player 1 is going to multiply x plus 2 times x minus 1. They're going to FOIL that together, and then they're going to place another piece on the game board at the product. So let's see if we can find that piece. Looks like right here, x squared plus x minus 2. So now it's player 2's turn. Player 2 is going to pick up their piece, move it where they want. So say they want it right here, and they're going to multiply these two factors together and put their piece on the correct location on the game board. And play continues back and forth like this until one of the players achieves a 4 in a row. Okay? So that's just multiplication of polynomials together down here. Now let's say, let's just advance in the game a little bit. Let's say that player 1 has got a piece here, and player 2's got some extra pieces out on the board. And so now at this point of the game, player 1 knows that if they can manage to land right here, that they're going to win the game because they're going to get 4 in a row. And so now you can start to take the game to a whole new level where instead of blindly picking tiles down here to multiply together, okay, which might be what you do to start the game, player 1's now going to think to themselves, okay, what are the factors of x squared plus x? And they're going to realize there's a common factor of x, and the binomial would be x plus 1. So player 1 knows that they want these two here. So at some point when it's player 1's turn, say the setup looks like this, if player 2 happens to have a tile right here, player 1's going to know, instead of just choosing blindly, player 1's going to know if I go right here, it's going to create an opportunity for me to win the game right here. So we can start to use factorization of the game board tiles up above to select which factors to choose down here. So it really is a game that utilizes multiplication of the factors down here, which is going to practice in your FOIL ability, and also a game that's going to practice in your factoring ability up here if you want to be really good and try and win the game and not just win on blind luck. So there you go. At this point, you're going to divide up into pairs, and we're going to begin playing the game. Good luck.